So what is microutilities? A microutility is a small or micro for-profit business operating close or inside a rural community to provide the same services as a standard utility provider, for example Eskom. Unlike standard utilities, microutilities rely on renewable energies to generate electricity sold to their customers. In this regard, microutilities are very similar to many proposed off-grid providers. They don't need access to the national grid, nor do they need large-scale generation capacity located far from the site of consumption. Standard utility providers have trouble servicing these communities for various reasons. Firstly, these communities are typically far from a national grid, and it's expensive to connect them. Secondly, these households in these areas are scattered far apart and sometimes over difficult terrain. These communities are also poor, which makes it difficult to finance the infrastructure required to connect them to the grid. Fourthly, cable theft is a massive problem in South Africa. All these reasons make standard cable transmission infrastructure impractical. However, this is where microutilities are unique. Microutilities rely on a battery-based distribution system. Instead of electrical cables connecting households to the grid, they are powered by battery packs. A good analogy is that of a water well. Microutility serves as the source of electricity, the well, which the local communities visit with battery packs, buckets, for recharging. These battery packs are taken home, where they can power small electrical appliances like lamps, radios, small TVs, etc. The fact that there is no transmission infrastructure required cuts down on cost and setup time. In addition, battery packs can be carried where they are needed, which means the inaccessible terrain associated with rural communities is negated. Coupling microutilities to school is not a new thing and has been done in India before. The reason behind this is that schools make a natural distribution point for the batteries. Children are issued small battery packs which they bring to the schools in the mornings. Once there, the battery packs are dropped off with the microutility, where they are plugged into solar or wind or whatever to charge the batteries during the day while the kids are having their classes. At the end of the day, the kids collect their charged batteries and take it back home. At home, these battery packs provide a versatile source of electricity, which the children can use to power their reading lamps, charge their phones, power their computers, whatever is needed. The microutility at the school is owned by a group of local women, typically mothers. This creates an income for the mothers and provides the lights for the community. So what is wrong with the past utility providers? For this I need to tell you a story. A group of young Canadian engineers from Engineers Without Borders set out on an expedition to southern Africa to bring running water to as many rural villages as they could. And for a while they succeeded, until they went home. A few years later they went back to see how their taps and pipes were holding up. Shockingly, they found that only a fraction of the systems were still working, so they set out to repair it. While working on the pipes, they discovered another set of water pipes. Puzzled, they asked the locals, "Whose pipes are these?" To which the locals replied, "Ach no, those are the Americans, and their pipes are broken too." Shocked, the engineers asked, "So why didn't you fix it?" To which the locals honestly replied, "But they're your pipes. You fix them." These stories remind us of a simple truth. Don't give a fish, teach how to fish. Skills transfer and community involvement is critical for lasting social impact. Microutility model simplifies the maintenance problems experienced in the past. First, by installing renewable energy systems at one location, maintenance is streamlined and less downtime is experienced. Second, microutility owners can be educated to maintain the renewable energy systems better. This means that technicians only need to be deployed for serious problems. In addition, due to the better training, the microutility can report problems more accurately, which leads to better service. Thirdly, the location of the microutility is usually less isolated than some of the rural households it wishes to service. It is likely that there will be a road leading to the microutility, making access much easier. Fourthly, microutilities are better equipped compared to the home systems, and with this comes a better ability to protect the system. This is vital in a crime-ridden country like South Africa. Fifthly, microutilities can consider other renewable energy technologies as well. For example, wind, hydro, biogas, all these technologies can be brought in to allow a more diversified source of electricity and energy, and to allow for a greater set of skills transfer. In short, microutilities have all the benefits of home systems with a much simpler deployment and maintenance scheme. Instead of installing renewable energy systems at every home, a business is started to encapsulate the renewable energy system. By using the micro-utility electrification model, a tangible difference can be made in South Africa right away. As the famous Arkham Razor states, a simple solution is usually the best solution. With the focus being on rural communities, it's imperative that the concept be executable with minimal external interference. The focus must remain on helping people help themselves. This is not a charity. At the end, these community businesses will be self-sustained, giving the power back to the people.